Hey, Clayton Bates here, one of YouTube's only registered and authenticated Shopify experts. And in today's video, we're going to review Joey Swoll's Taste Flavour website and just go through it and see what we can improve, what he's doing good, and some ideas for your website. And like always, if you want me to do a video review just like this of your website, there'll be a link below where you can grab that. I've actually done 2,000 of them now, and it's one of my favorite things to do. So let's jump into the video and get started. Right, so when you go to a competitor's website, for example, or someone you like, you can actually get some inspiration and check all the themes they're using, the apps and stuff. I personally like to use the Chrome extension Koala Inspect. It's a little button right here. You click it, I'll leave a link below, and it actually says like the theme template they're using, the apps and stuff. So for example, this is Dawn theme. It's a free theme from Shopify. And then you can actually see all the apps and stuff here. So it has all the different apps that they're using. Now, one thing to keep in mind, especially when you see a website like this, is people might think, oh, they're using the free Dawn theme. But I can tell you right now, there's been heavily customized this Dawn theme. If you download Dawn theme, it will look nothing like this. It's been heavily customized. So keep that in mind, but it's really good to find what theme and apps they're using. All right, so when I land on this homepage, already I can see an issue that's probably costing this website tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars by not doing this. Now, if you pause the video and go to the comments and try to guess what that is, I'm going to talk about it in a minute, but I'm pretty sure it's losing them quite a lot of money, and I'll get to that in a second. So the first thing, and something a lot of people have an issue with, is the logo here. This is a really, really nice logo. A lot of people, when they build a website, they have this issue of the logo. And the issue is that the T is on the top. So you can't really make this logo as large as you want it to be. So what ends up happening is that this text here is a lot smaller than your actual website sort of thing. Normally what I recommend is you try to have more of a wider logo. So for example, what would probably work really well is if this logo was like the icons for like Facebook, Instagram, all that sort of stuff. And then on the website, they actually changed it to the T be the first letter of taste, and then just have a long Taste Flavour Co. logo for the website. That way, this header could be half the size, and it's going to be more about the images and stuff like that, and it's still going to look really nice. So I'd probably do that if I was them. If we go over here to mobile now, it still looks pretty nice on a mobile. It is like a little nitpicky thing that I'm doing, like on a mobile phone. This is fine. Most of the traffic is going to come from mobile. So what they could also do is have this logo for mobile. And then when they're on desktop, they have the logo that I suggested. Now, if you want me to make a video about how to make a logo on your website, comment logo below. And if enough people comment logo, I'll make a video just about a logo. Now, the announcement bar up here, Joey has one of the best types of announcement bars here. There's 3 types of announcement bars that work really well. Free shipping on orders over X, a special offer, or a cool slogan. So this is a very, very good announcement bar. I think his products are around $20 or something, as low as $8.50 for $20 to $25. So this is really encouraging people to buy 2 or 3 products, which is really, really good that he's done this. I really like this. It's probably boosting the average order value quite a lot doing that. The next thing is the main menu here. So on a desktop, this is pretty good. Like, I like how it's got all the mega menus and everything. This looks amazing, by the way. The bundles, this looks pretty good. The recipes looks really good. The about, good. Wholesale, I'll get to in a minute. But what I would probably like to see here is actually remove search and have the main menu up here on a desktop, because that's going to nearly half the header and make it more about the products and stuff like that. And what a lot of people don't do, and I'm pretty sure he hasn't done this here, is on a mobile, you have a different main menu for desktop and a different one for mobile. So when we're here on a mobile, yeah, it's exactly the same. So the thing about having a different one on different devices is that on desktop, you want to keep it super simple. Probably for him, it would be like, shop, bundles, recipes, about, wholesale. That's probably enough for desktop. And then on a mobile phone, he could really build this out and have like information with a drop down, policy pages a drop down, because there's so much more room here. Yeah, so I'd probably build that out a little bit more. But overall, it's still pretty good. Now, earlier I said there's something probably costing him quite a lot of money, and I betcha it's this one right here. So wholesale. Now, this is really cool that he does wholesale and everything like that. It's encouraging big orders. Like the more orders people buy, the cheaper he probably can get the product. So on the retail side, he's going to make more money, sort of thing. But there's something that a lot of people are missing, influencers like this, and I can't see it anywhere on the website. And like I said, it's probably costing tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars. And this is what's costing him the money. So he could actually download this app where it's got an affiliate program. He's a very big influencer where a lot of fitness influencers follow him and probably food influencers follow him. So if he had a program where people promoted his products and they got a commission every time they did that, he would probably make quite a lot more money. Now, not everyone can do this, but the thing that's leading me to think this is if he can afford to do it for wholesale, he can probably afford to do it for affiliate commission. So not having an app like that definitely would be costing him quite a lot of money. Maybe he thought about this, maybe he didn't want to do that, but I think that's an untapped potential for a lot of businesses to do that. I've talked about this app in another video, and I'll leave a link above or below or something about this app. But basically, it's free to try, and then $30, $29 USD a month. Now, most people are making tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars through my agency that use this app. They're still on the free plan. This is only when you want to really like dive into analytics, bulk do stuff and send emails and stuff like that. So even like the people making tens of thousands of dollars could probably upgrade to this and take advantage of this. So you could basically make tens of thousands of dollars and use this app completely free. All right, so the next thing that you want to do here is you want to build a homepage that gives someone a good feeling, showcases the products, the prices, build trust, build a connection, and flow the page. So I'm just going to go through their homepage now. So I don't mind that they did this image and stuff here. Earn free source when you spend just $25 store wide. Probably would put this up in the announcement bar. I guess it's only for this weekend, like it's a little special. So maybe you don't want to mess with that. Little ninja hack with your theme is like if it's Mother's Days or Memorial Day weekend or something like that, what you can do is duplicate your theme and actually make a copy that's like Mother's Day. So you change everything to be Mother's Day all over the website. And then when Mother's Day finishes, you just publish your old theme and it goes back to all normal. Little hack that not many people talk about. I have lots more videos like this in my free school community. There's a link below. You can check that out. There's nearly 500 people there. Once it gets to 500, I'm going to put it as paid. So if it's not at 500 yet, click the link, join, and I'll see you on the other side. But this is good. I like it. The one thing that I think here would be good is if people are actually smiling, using the product, things like that. I think that would be really good. But I also really like this banner too. I don't mind this section. I have a weird feeling because I bought this product that this looks a lot different on a mobile. So let's check that out. Yes, it does look quite different. This looks really, really good on a mobile. Like normally I wouldn't recommend this section, but I love what he's done on a mobile here. And you can just, I think you can click, can you click through? Maybe this like little Chrome extension is not working, but if you can't click through, yeah. So the one thing I would say is like, you should be able to click this image and go to that product. Because what it's doing here, it's forcing you to go shop all. So if you like, I really want smoky barbecue and people are going to try to click on it, 100%, if there was heat mapping software on this website, I'll leave a link below to Hotjar. I highly recommend it. But I bet a large amount of people click these bottles here every single month. What Hotjar does, it actually does a heat map on your whole website and it will tell you like, 100 people clicked this smoky barbecue image here, and you'll actually see where on the image they click it on mobile, desktop, stuff like that. 100% heaps of people clicking these bottles and they can't go to the product. So I definitely would change that. Normally, I'll just have like a featured collection where it has the 4 products or 5 products. It has a price, they can click through and stuff. But he also has a subscription by the looks of it. So maybe it doesn't want people to click that way, but I definitely would have this a link to the product for sure. Why I choose taste. So this is good. I like this. I don't think that text is, I think it's a screenshot or it was made in like Canva or something. You can make the website do this. It's better for like scaling and stuff like that when people are on different devices and stuff. But maybe the website's doing it, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't mind what he's done there. Yeah, I really don't mind this. I like this section here. I think it looks amazing how they've done this. And it really like grabs your eyes to most popular. It does it on mobile too. So see here on a mobile how it's like a bright color here. It sort of encourages me to slide. On this Chrome extension, I don't think I can slide it, but with your finger, you'd be able to slide that and see it. So I really, really like that. All right, so let's go to the next section. I don't mind this section, but normally, see, one of the things with influencers, they can sort of get away with a lot of things. I probably wouldn't recommend this section here if you're starting out or you're doing under 50,000 a month. What you probably want to do here is go some reviews, because that's going to build a lot of trust. Like you've got the products and you've got the reviews, maybe a bit of the story, stuff like that. Maybe a bundle here, then the recipes, something like this. Happy customers. This should be higher if you're making under $50,000 a year. The one thing I don't like about this section block here is it's like happy customers, and Joey, and I think that might be his girlfriend, they aren't really customers, they own the business sort of thing. So I would fill this up with happy customers, basically. There's probably so many people on the internet that would happily like make a video of them using it, eating it, stuff like that. I think it would work really well here. And it would really give a buzz of like, hey, I love Joey and what he's doing, and I'm on his website. And heaps of people would probably love that and tell their friends and things like that. So I'd probably get more people that have actually used the product and stuff. Frequently asked questions. I'm not a massive fan to have this on a homepage, but this website, it makes a lot of sense to have frequently asked questions. Normally, the more products you have, the more you don't want to have a frequently asked questions page section on the homepage, because you really want to flow people to certain sections. But for a website like this, 4 or 5 products, one to 5 products, you can have this section here. But I normally wouldn't really recommend it for most businesses, because the way we do it, like I sort of said, is like give someone a good feeling, showcase the products, the prices, build trust, build a connection, and flow the page. If you're not sure about your homepage, like I said before, you can get a free video review, or you can go over to our school community and just leave a comment, and I'll give you some ideas and stuff. I'm not a massive fan of stuff scrolling. I'm not a massive fan of icons, but I think some of these might actually make sense to be an icon. You know what I just thought of? Imagine an icon as Joey, but then but he's probably trying to like separate it so maybe he can sell it in the future. And if he's really behind the business and driving all the sales, it'll be hard to sell it later. But I do like this, but I don't like it scrolling sort of thing. Instagram feed, this is okay. Most likely slowing the website down a little bit. I'd probably have a gallery here. The last couple of years, I've been more focused on making galleries to make the website faster. And then the thing with the galleries is you can pick the images and you can actually hyperlink them to the product. So for example, someone likes this, they click here, this opens up Instagram, but if you had a gallery section, this would actually go to the product. So it'd be a little bit better. The footer down here, you want to do a few things here. You want to look really professional, allow people to get pretty much anywhere on the website in 1 or 2 clicks. And some of the best ways to do that, have a creative newsletter that makes people want to sign up to newsletters. My first thoughts here is like, what if he had a newsletter where it's like, hey, grab a secret recipe or something that you can only get from signing up to the newsletter. So that's going to get more people to sign up to the newsletter because they might want that recipe. And because it's a little like secret, it's not on the rest of the website, more people are actually going to do that. Then I'd probably have 4 menus here. Menu 1's information. It's got about us, contact us, frequently asked questions, reviews, stuff like that. Menu number 2 is shop here, and it's got all the product. Menu 3 is like your logo, social media, stuff like that. You could put all this description. I'm not a massive fan of description and stuff here. I like people to go to the pages and stuff, but it might make sense for this. And then the 4th menu, make it policy pages. So privacy policy, terms of service, shipping policy, refund policy. Most people won't click those policies, but it looks professional to have them. I also really, really love this: discounts available for military, first responders, medical workers, and teachers. The little bit I've seen of Joey is I'm pretty sure he cares a lot about these types of workers and stuff like that, which is really, really good. And I really love that he did this. I wish more people would do stuff like this. So, for example, we used to do this a lot a few years ago. So you have a dog food website, for example, 1% or 5% or whatever of every purchase goes to dog shelter or something like that. It really builds a lot of trust and stuff, and it gives someone like something to get behind, sort of thing. Because like even just seeing this, it's like, oh yeah, I care about medical workers and first responders and stuff. Joe probably gives money to them or donations and stuff. It's like something to get behind. So I really like that he did that. I personally don't like to have the policies down here on most themes, but it might make sense for here because he's got a lot going on, sort of thing. So really depends on the design and stuff here. All right, so the next one is the about page, and heaps of people underestimate this page right here. And one of the reasons why is because people are like, oh, it's just my story, no one's going to click here. And you're right, hardly anyone's going to click here. Probably 1 to 5 people out of 100 will click to this page. But the type of people that actually read this whole story are super, super highly likely to convert into a customer. So for example, I wouldn't have a contact page here, but for example, if someone reads to here, they're super highly likely to convert into a customer. Now, because Joey has a massive following, they're super likely to become a customer anyway. But if you're just starting out, stuff like this, what I would do for this page is really build it out. Image on the left, text on the right, text on the left, image on the right, image on the left, text on the right. Just go down the page like that. And it goes image, text, image, text, image, text. They get to the bottom, have your main categories or your products, then a gallery or something like that. That's really going to be really good for here. There is no real point to have a contact page on the about page. It's about the about. And like I said, if someone gets to here, they're likely to buy something. So you have some products here, you have a gallery, things like that. It's going to work really well. All right, so the next thing is we're going to go shop all. Now, if you ever go to a website, by the way, and let's just say, is this going to the product? Yeah, that's going to the product. If for any reason you go to a collection and a website doesn't have the all products page, you can actually come up here to the URL, just go collections all, and it'll show every single product in the website. So what's that? That's like 11 products. He probably could go like two rows of four, no, 3 rows of four. That would probably be a little bit better on a desktop. Let's have a look on a mobile here. 2 per row on mobile looks really, really nice, really clean. I really like it. I think this whole page looks really good. It's got hover on image, so when you hover on it, it goes to the second image. Really like that. It could have some filters for sort by product type or flavor, things like that. So you could actually come here and be like, click barbecue, and I'll show you all the different things that have barbecue. So for example, build a bundle would have barbecue. This has barbecue. These bundles have barbecue. So if you only want barbecue, you could actually click and be barbecue. But the thing is, like, it doesn't have massive amounts of products, so it's probably better to go no filter. But if you do want to have a filter, Search and Discovery by Shopify is a free app. It's really good. Shopify has come a long way with the filters over the last couple of years, so I highly recommend. All right, so on the product page, you want to do 3 things here. All the information about product, build trust, and benefits. I'm just going to go through everything, let you know what I think. So reviews, and I really like the icons, how they are. It looks so branded doing that. Really like that. He could remove the taste flavor code because he has the logo here, but I actually think it all makes sense here. Really like this. Low carbs, low fat, no oils, made in the US. People in the US love this. Same with here in Australia. People love it made in Australia, and proudly Canadian owned and made in New Zealand and all these different things. People really love that. So I like how it's very straight to the point. It's very small. You can click the different packs. I love how it's like most popular. That's really good. And then this one, really good too, free shipping. So it's like, hey, you buy this pack, you get free shipping. And then it's got the subscription. The subscription is a little bit hit or miss for people. Makes a lot of sense for this website. But if you're just starting out, sometimes it doesn't make sense to try the subscription because one, you're going to have to pay a monthly fee. And then a lot of people, especially when you're new, are not going to sign up to subscription. So just keep that in mind. Maybe down the track add a subscription. If you want me to make a video about subscription, let me know in the comments. Just write subscription. Enough people leave that, I'll make a video about it. Everything else here looks really good. Let's just check it out on mobile. Look at this, like how cool does this look? How much trust does this build? A lot of people underestimate all this stuff that I just showed you. Really love it. This product description, most people would not be able to get away with this. I think this is way too short. It sort of makes sense for his business, but most people could not do that. Yeah, I think there's just not enough information on this page. I know it has frequently asked questions down here, but it's very far down on the page. I think way too far. Still have questions way too far down here. Tastes great with. I really like this section, by the way. Why taste flavor is best choice. I really like this too. Ingredients, I would have this in a tab, not like this. And I don't like scrolly things like this. Little icons would be okay. A lot of this stuff's repeated, I think, so made in the US. Sort of feel like there should be icons here again, like similar to what he did there. The thing here that you can't get away with, right, is that this description, what you should probably do here, and another going back to when you're a massive influencer, you can get away with a lot of things. You probably want to do something here where it's like 2 to 3 sentences, a heading, some bullet points, 2 or 3 sentences. Then you want to have some tabs. So you want to have dynamic tabs and normal tabs. So dynamic tabs is where a tab is different on different pages. So for example, ingredients would be different on different pages. So you want to have a dynamic tab for ingredients, maybe recipes, maybe how to use. Then you definitely want to have shipping information, returns policy as tabs. Now they're up here where you're making a decision, and down here is way, way too far down for some of this stuff. Most people are not going to go there. You could even have a tab, have a question, and it opens up a contact form on this page. You don't want someone to leave this page. So I'm guessing if I click here, I'm going to leave the page, right? Yes, I just left the page. Or, whoa, what happened there? Is there an issue there? Get in touch. All right, so there's an issue with that. It doesn't work. So Joe, if you're watching that, your button don't work. But yeah, basically you can have a tab here where it's have a question and it's got a contact form there. So I definitely recommend having all that information up here and then maybe going into this sort of stuff here because this stuff is good. I really like it. Really love this blue review thing here. The happy customer thing would be really good. I personally don't like this review app. I'm a fan of Luke's reviews. I would recommend Luke's reviews. There's a link below. I've made a lot of videos about it. The main reason I don't like this review app is see how it's like the person's name here and then it's like a little icon. I don't like the look of that. Like I think it should either be the person's image or nothing. And I'm pretty sure if you scroll through some, when people do leave their image or whatever, you'll see it there. I'm pretty sure from memory on this one, but I really don't like this. Some photo reviews here would be awesome as well. Yeah, so that's my only really thing here, but most people don't make a product page this good. I actually think it's very, very good. All right, so this add to cart, a lot of people underestimate the power of this page as well. So there's a couple of things you can do in your cart. And the first one is you might have seen like little icons at the top. So like a gift icon, a truck icon, a discount icon. Now, are you going to do all these discounts? Maybe not, but you could probably do some things like this. So for example, what might be good for Joey is like he's got that $25 get a free bottle. A gift could be like Memorial Day gift, $20 off or whatever, and you get a gift sort of thing. Then it's like $20 away from free shipping. Then it's like $50 away from 5% off. So it's basically showing all the discounts here. At the very minimum, there should be a bar where it's like $10 off free shipping. I don't mind this stuff here. I think sometimes this is better on a scroller. I really love this. I actually forgot about the military thing here as well. This should be a product tab on the product page, where if someone clicks that tab, there's heaps of information about this because people want to know about this, and I think that would be really good on the product page. This, I would have it on a scroller, but I don't mind it here. The main issue with this is like when you have lots of things in your cart, this is going to be pretty full on. So if we start to add some stuff here, even that is a little bit annoying. Like I think once you click add, it should just go there. But yeah, maybe because he's got the pack. So that probably makes sense to do it that way. But see how we're sort of like filling stuff up. Oh yeah, see here, free gift unlocked. But I didn't really know about that in the cart. There should be something about that in the cart. But yeah, see how it's a bit full on? So if this was on a scroller, it'd be a little bit better. But most likely, because a lot of people are probably adding one thing to their cart, it sort of makes sense to have this. If a lot of people are buying multiple things, then it probably doesn't make sense. I'd have this on a scroller. Checkout here, this is okay. I'd probably say safe and secure checkout at the bottom and have all the payment icons here underneath here as well. And a little ninja hack, well, I hate saying ninja hack, but a little thing that has made our clients tens of thousands of dollars is shipping insurance. So you can actually have like shipping insurance here where maybe they pay 5% of their order, they pay $2, $5, whatever. If you had shipping insurance here, it would make quite a big difference for a lot of people, especially the bigger your orders are. So if you've got like products that are $1,000, things like that, people are going to spend $10, $20 for shipping insurance. This could make you tens of thousands of dollars. And the thing about this is, let's just say your shipping insurance makes you $50,000, right? And $10,000 worth of stuff gets lost in the mail. You just made $40,000 from having shipping insurance. And it hurts a little bit less. So I definitely would recommend that. I'll leave a link below to shipping insurance app. All right, so the checkout, a lot of people mess this up. The first thing is the logo is a little bit bigger than the rest of the website. Not a massive issue, but everything else here is okay. You want to have the same colors as the rest of the website. You want to have all your policies here. The only thing I'd say maybe is have a white background here because you haven't really had a black background anywhere else. So I'd probably make this white, but so many people mess this up. You could also have like in-store pickup if you have a store location, things like that. Looks like he has the main countries and stuff here, which is pretty cool. I think that's about it. There's really 5 areas that you want to focus on a website. And one is the homepage. You want to flow that page, do those things that I said. 2, the product page has all the information about the product, builds trust and benefits. 3, site navigation is very easy and simple. 4, the checkout is consistent with the rest of your website. And 5, and one of the most important, is you really want to optimize the site to work really well on a mobile. Most likely 50 to 90% of your traffic is going to come from mobile. So it's very important that you do that. And just a little side note is, I'm not trying to bag anyone who built this or anything. I think this is a very, very good website. It's just no website's perfect. No website in the world is perfect. You can always find things where you can improve it, give ideas, suggestions, things like that. And like I said before, if you want a video review just like this of your website, there's a link below and I'll send that over to you.